Hi there, Leslie England here. So today I want to talk to you about the three major factors that control our lives. Now, I want to give you some examples of what's happened through my life, and maybe through that you may be able to pick up some good tips to help you with your happiness in your life. That is my intention. So stay tuned because I've got three things to talk to you about today. And the third thing is really important to listen to because it ties together numbers 1 and 2. Okay, so remember to subscribe to my channel, press the thumbs up button if you like what you hear, and leave a comment. It'll always be nice to hear what you think about what I'm saying. And so anyway, getting back to the three major factors that control our lives. Number one, and very key, is your health. Now, we take our health for granted because, we're born, most of us, quite healthy, just getting on with eating stuff, drinking stuff, playing around, following what other people do. And then slowly, very slowly, so that you hardly even notice it, things can happen to your health that can cause you to be less well, less optimally fit than you ought to be. And that's 70%, maybe even 80% of the reasons why people wind up going to see doctors for help, because they have a nutritional imbalance in what they're eating, what they're drinking, what they're consuming, basically what they're fueling their bodies with. And that causes all kinds of health issues, from being overweight, underweight, tired, lacking energy, maybe digestive disorders, and then it grows to things like problems with your circulation, and then possibly with your heart and your bones. So all of these things are actually related to what you are eating and drinking every single day, possibly even smoking, for about 70 to 80% of the population. I'm not saying it's so for everybody. Obviously, there are some people who are born with some genetic factors that unfortunately take them out of this spectrum that I'm talking today. But I'm talking to the 70 and 80% of people who can actually do something to control their health, to make themselves able to basically function in life so much more happily. So take good care of your health, eat the right nutrition, drink plenty of fresh water, and take a little bit of light exercise every single day. Get enough sleep and feed your body and your mind with good, healthy stuff, because what goes in is what comes out. And what I'm talking today about is the three major factors that control your life. So clearly, if you're fueling your body and your mind with rubbish, what you will get is rubbish. So just to put it politely. So that's point number one, look after your health. And that's what I've been doing for the last 33 years. I had a bit of a start where my health wasn't that good. And fortunately, I found Herbalife Nutrition, and I started taking control of my health by looking at the nutrition that I was putting into my body every single day. And I must say that I'm very grateful that I did. And so this is tip number one that I am putting out to you today. Take it or leave it, it's up to you. But I think most people will agree that your health drives everything that you do. Whether you wake up in the morning feeling full of energy and wanting to go and get it out there in the world, or whether you just decide, oh, right, I'll just be a slob. I'll be a slug on the settee, see what's next on Netflix, and moan and complain about life. Well, I know what I would like to choose, the former and not the latter, but the choice is there for everybody. So from my point of view, your good health is what really runs your life. The second thing, the number two factor that is a major factor that controls your life, is your financial security. Now, yes, I'm not just saying money, I'm just saying financial security. If you know where the next pound is coming from, if you're comfortable with the amount of money at the end of every month, then it makes a big difference to your financial security. I think you'll agree. Now, most people, because they believe that, and because they've been educated through a system that tells people to go and get a job, they believe that having a job is what's going to give you financial security. Well, I'm not too sure about that analogy, because look at the situation today. There are so many people being put out of work. There's so many companies that are having to cut back, and things in the job market are certainly not what they used to be. So I would advise that you take hold of your financial security yourself and look to see what it is that you could do to make sure that you are in control of the money that's coming in every month. Now, I didn't start out knowing anything about controlling my financial security. I came out of school, I went to get my degree, and I became a teacher. And I worked in a job being a teacher for 13 years. And I just thought if I worked harder, I would be more financially secure. Well, how wrong was I? Because, you know, you work and work and you make X amount of money at the end of the month. And then you think about your lifestyle and you think, well, where does it end? Have I got to wait until I'm 65, retire, and then I'm too old to enjoy my life? Or, you know, there are times when you think, well, I'd like to go on holiday. I'd like a better car. I'd like a bigger house. I'd like some nice clothes. I'd like some treats. All of those things have to be taken into account as you go through your financial situation, when you're looking at your life and you're thinking, these are the things that I want to do. These are the things that people around me are doing. And so this is controlling your life. This is a factor that you need to constantly be looking at to decide whether or not you can afford these things, whether or not your life is going to be having the joy and the pleasure of doing those things whenever you wish. Now, if you haven't got the financial security to do that, that's going to be a major factor in you being unhappy. So what I fortunately, and I'm not saying that I was clever, but I'm giving you some tips here as to what I did do, and maybe you can take something from this as well. Very fortunately for me, I joined a company in which I was not someone's employee. I was my own boss. And sometimes people think, well, that's kind of scary, you know, having your own business and having to make all the decisions. But the point is, I then became in control of my financial situation. If I worked more hours, if I put in more effort, if I followed the marketing system that this company of mine offers me, then I could have a financially secure life. And to my great good fortune, I've been able to do that. I have been working at my business as hard as I did when I was teaching for the first few years. And then I was actually able to take some time off to enjoy my life, my daughter, my home, my family. I have traveled to countless countries. I actually sat down to write a list of all the countries that I had been to, and some of them multiple times. And actually I reached the bottom of my sheet of paper and I ran out of space, and I thought, you know, this is amazing how many places that I've been in really not very many years. So this was a freedom that was given to me because I had my own business and I could choose to work where I wanted to. I could travel when I wanted to and put in some work other times to top up my finances at other times. I had enough money to put aside, to save up, to invest, and to grow in a clever sort of way. All of these things that I could never have had in a regular job as a teacher where I was living month to month with my income. So the financial security that I've been able to create with my own business in Herbalife Nutrition has been amazing. And I'm truly grateful for it. And I am more than happy to bring on some people on board. I know it's not for everybody, but if you're hearing something that might be something that you think, you know what, I'd like to give that a go, because that was my problem at the time. I was looking from job to job and I didn't know what I could have a go at that was going to make that much difference and give to me the financial security that I was actually hoping for but never really dreamed I could have. So if I can give that as a gift to you, point number 2 has been so amazing. My financial security has given me so much happiness and peace in my life and enjoyment. And that is what number 3 factor, the major factor that controls your life, that I want to come finally to wrap this up. And it's really, really important because it ties the other 2 together. And that is a major factor that controls your life for everybody is love. Now, we all want to be loved and we all want to give love. And that's the thing that really controls our life. From the time you're born, why do you cry? Because you want your parents' love, or that you want something to eat and you want to cuddle. But more important than anything, you just want the closeness to people. And that's what love is about. And so with this business that I have, it has allowed me not only to love myself first, because I put my health and my wealth first, and I built my health, my well-being, and shared that with other people with love. Yes, of course, they paid me money along the way. It's a legitimate business. You pay for anything that's a legitimate thing that you want to have. So, or even illegitimate things that you want to have, come to that, you pay for that too. But nevertheless, what I'm saying is that, I have been able to give myself the appreciation and self-love that I feel I deserve, because I have given myself the best health opportunity by taking these nutrition products every single day. I've given myself and my family the financial security of just being able to work when I choose and still have money to pay for all the finer things in life. And more important than all of that is that when I share things with people in terms of helping them with their health and helping them with their business, they give me so much love in return. It's such a win-win situation. And I'm full of gratitude for this business that I accidentally found. And maybe this is an accidental find for you. But if it is, and if it can make a difference for you, get in touch with me. My name and number and email address are all down here in the description below. And let's have a talk. Maybe it's something that could make a major difference to your life, because these 3 major factors that control your life are all being taken care of with Herbalife Nutrition. And it's worked for me, so maybe it could work for you. Why not? Why not you? What if you can do it? Get in touch and we'll see. Okay, good luck. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.